So 2 bouts of sickness and 2 races I wasn't able to go to, 7 weeks in, and I have to say this has been a great training but also very frustrating. So week 8 is all about getting back on track. What is up guys, Andy Forrest Team Runner here. Welcome back to another video, and this is week 8 of my 10k challenge. So just want to start this one off by saying a very Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays. I hope you're all having an amazing time with your families and loved ones. It's a wonderful time of year. For me, this week has been all about getting back on track, and we're going to be diving in and talking all about that now. So as always, we have our feature workout to go through. I do have a little bit of daylight in this one, which is exciting, but you have to wait to the end for that. And yes, we're going to be hearing from Coach Will as well to see what week 8 has in store. So let's roll the tape. All right, so good morning and welcome to the feature workout. I'm going to speak quite loud because it's a little bit windy this morning, and you're joining me on the VO2 Max workout this morning, and thankfully it's not going to be dark for that long. Christmas holidays are here. That means I can get out half an hour later, which means right now it's 7:30, so literally in about 15 minutes things are going to start to get light. The challenge today is not only the workout but the wind. But before we talk about the wind and every other excuse under the sun, let's hear from Will.
Right then, Mr. Rayner, what have we got this week? We have some absolute madness. So I've kind of left it to you to decide what order you want to do these workouts, because we've come off the back of last week with a bit of an illness. We weren't sure we're not quite sure how we're going to hit Monday. So I'm just going to set you your 3 workouts, and we're going to play it by ear as to which order we do them. Obviously, if you're feeling fantastic, we will stick with the VO2 max effort on the Monday. VO2 max effort is becoming a bit more aerobic with these efforts, as you can tell. With this workout, it's going to be a 2k effort, 90 seconds rest, and then 2 sets of 800 meters, 90-second rest, 4x600 of 75, 300 meters, 60-second rest, and then back into another 800, 4x600, 300 meters. What we want is that 2k effort at your critical velocity. Critical velocity is another phrase for your 30-minute time trial effort. So it's just going to be above what your target 10k pace is, and then after that we're just going to slowly wind through the gears. So you're going to do a lot of work quite quickly with very little rest. It's going to be banging. Right, on to the Wednesday workout. It's going to be 5x6 minutes. Oof. 5x6 minutes, 90-second jog, 4x30 seconds, 90-second jog. So that 6-minute block, I still want a kind of that critical velocity pace. Probably going to look at critical velocity as an average, because if you try to hit that right from the beginning, you may burn out. So if you slowly wind through those gears, get through those, and then try and smash out whatever we have left, just getting that turnover is going to be fantastic for kind of sharp, quick effort at the end of a race where you're going to have to overtake somebody, because I know for a fact you're going to be racing it out. So your tempo effort, you're going to have a 30 minutes steady into 15 minutes at tempo, 60-second jog, and then 10 minutes at tempo. Nice and easy, nothing too complicated. After that, 30 minutes of steady, 2-minute jog, and then 4x20 strides, slow jog back. Nothing too complex. You've got 2 fat workouts, so we don't want anything too smashing at the end of the week, which will hopefully roll us into next week nice and juicy. Have a great one, mate. Go smash it. So a really good workout this morning, and I'm actually quite looking forward to it, to be honest with you. Seeing as we didn't really get the race done on the weekend, looking forward to burning off some energy, and hopefully there's enough energy in the tank after that sickness bug last week. The challenge, as you might or might not be able to hear, is the wind. Right now, I'm going to be heading off on the industrial estate behind me. I'm going to have the wind in my face, and then on the second rep, so on the 2k, I'm basically going to have it blasting in my face, and then on the 800 meter rep, I'll have it behind me. What I might do then is adapt the 400s and the 300s to kind of do it round the bend where there's going to be minimal wind. It does mean that there'll be 2 of them slightly uphill and 2 of them slightly downhill. I'm not too worried. Let's focus on the effort rather than anything else. Do I want to be battling the wind that much? I know we can't control these things on race day, and it's good to get used to them, but I feel like I don't know if I'm mentally strong enough this morning to battle the wind that many times. So I'm just going to see how we go this morning. The 2k rep's going to be interesting. Naturally, I'd love to hit the 520 straight away. I really can't see that happening this morning. Plus, we're in the Street Flies, the shoe that gives us nothing back. We do all the work, and I love that because I feel like every time I do a workout in these shoes, I get a little bit stronger. So, any more excuses? Don't think so. Let's get on with this and let's see how we do.
Okay, that was absolutely savage wind. 5:44, I think, pace-wise, way off the mark, but I was fighting that. I'm looking forward to having that behind me on the 800. The wind is breaking me, but yeah, I'll explain at the end. I've done the first set, just done the 800 in a second, 4 more 600 to go, and then a 300. Wow. That was, I'm delighted I got it done, but that was savage. The wind broke me in that second set. I didn't have anything in the last couple. Coming round, I'm basically coming down here for 600s, going round there out onto the estate, and as soon as you round this corner, bam, it is, on one of the reps, I literally got blown sideways. It was crazy. It really is mad. So I'm just taking shelter behind this big building here so I can get some decent audio. The long and short of that was I convinced myself it was 400s, even though I knew it was 600s. And so on that first rep, I looked down at my watch and it literally said 1 minute 15 seconds, and it said I still had quite a way to go. And I thought, oh my gosh, I've messed this up. So I hit the lap button, and then I let the rest go, prepared to go into the next rep, and hit the lap button again, and I saw it said run 0.37 miles, because I work in miles, not kilometres, and I realised it was meant to be 600. So that first rep I just lapped at 75 seconds, so yeah, a bit of a boo-boo on my part, but overall I got the session done. I finished strong on that last 300 there, just gave it what I could, and yeah, we'll bank this one and we'll move on to the next. I think solid but not spectacular is what I would use to describe that workout, especially the first set. The second one ended up just being a battle, and I remembered just how hard it is to battle against the wind, especially being someone with a much taller frame than a lot of people. You really do get battered about, and I really did feel like I was being blown quite a bit on that road. So I've got to be honest with you, although it wasn't great, I was really pleased that energy levels felt relatively good after completely feeling drained on that Thursday or Friday in the previous week after that sickness bug. And that's what this week is about, getting back on track, but also trying to kind of regain all the energy that I lost. I know these things take time for your body to get back to normal, so I'm going to be patient, and I just want some consistency. That's what this week is all about. So I'm going to use this opportunity this week to just recap on progress that I'm making, because sometimes it's really easy to get swept up in the weeks as they go by and not really reflect and take a step back and appreciate where you are coming from. I've just got to say that after this week, moving past Christmas, we're going to be moving into phase 3, the final phase of the training block, which is really exciting, and I can't wait to give Lisri 8 a good go. Obviously that course is a fantastic course. It's flat, it's fast, it's 8 miles, but I've got to say it can be a little bit windy, so I'm going to be keeping my fingers crossed for some really good weather that day. Hereford 10k next week, just after Christmas, and my structure this week, fingers crossed, is going to be running Monday through Friday this week, so 5 days on the bounce, and then have Saturday, Sunday, Monday off with the family, switch off, eat all the food, and enjoy myself, just like I hope you guys are as well. And then of course next week, kickstart things on the Tuesday, Hereford 10k on the Wednesday. That's hilly, it's road but it's hilly, and I'm excited to just go out there and work hard on that one and just compete for a place rather than compete for a time. Then it's all about the final 3 weeks moving into Lisry 8. So what I want to do is just take you through the journey of what's been going on so far and my pace changes and how I'm feeling with everything moving closer and closer to that goal race. Obviously with the phases you go through, this, you start off with a lot of shorter, sharper work and we move on to the speed endurance stuff towards the end of the block, longer repetitions, start getting used to race pace and seeing how that all feels. And what I've got to say, well, the big standout for me is what I've done from week 1 to week 8 is take a lot of paces down, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8 seconds per mile on a lot of repetitions. So a good example is when I was starting off with my first mile or 2K effort and then moving into the session itself. And Will would always say, use that as a tempo. Use that as warming yourself up, ready for the sessions. And that's sort of come down from the low 530s now to the mid 520s. And that feels comfortable. The effort feels very similar. The effort feels exactly the same as what I was doing then. So it's great to see the progress there. And of course, a lot of the smaller repetitions, especially over the last couple of weeks, a lot of the smaller repetitions running in some of the late 4 minute mile paces, low 5s, and some of the 5 teens. This is all great progress because it's something that paces that I've never really hit before in my life. And although I know speed endurance takes time to build, and although it would be great to get another block under my belt, I certainly intend on working with Will through my marathon training because I'm really excited to see what he's done already and how that can translate into some of the races early on in the marathon training block. Because we all know as soon as we transition to the longer stuff and we get a few races in those first few weeks, we often tend to PB in and around that time as well. So although I'm excited for Lisry, I'm also excited for my races at the end of January and in February as well. Those should be belters. I really can't wait. So in terms of just reflecting on progress, this is a time, especially over the last weekend and with Christmas coming up, to take a step back and go, right, do you know what? Although these weeks are blending in and you're just rolling through them, it's great to see the times come down on some of the reps. It's great to see how you feel. It's great to see the heart rate come down, and it's great to feel that little bit fitter. So my advice to you guys, if you are having any downtime over Christmas or in the holiday period, or if you're having any change in blocks, i.e. going from a base building to marathon or fast stuff to the marathon stuff, is just to take that time to reflect. See where you were at the start, see where you are now, and just appreciate where you come from. Even if it's not been the perfect block, just understand that you've got a certain amount of training under your belt, more lifetime miles, and it should make that next training block even more exciting. And fingers crossed, we can all hope for some of those early 2023 PBs, because I set a load of them in the early part of 2023, set my 10K PB, set my Cardiff half marathon in March. And it is just a great time to work hard for those races. I really can't wait for mine, and I hope you guys have some similar success. Fingers crossed 2023 can be a good year for all of us. So I just want to extend a massive thanks. I know this is a slightly different episode, but it's also Christmas Day as you're watching this or as this video is being released, and I just want to extend a massive congratulations to all of you for your yearless running. And for me, I'm just reflecting and just buzzing to get going again in 2023. It's going to be exciting, and I can't wait to see you there. But obviously some more videos to come between then and New Year, and I can't wait to share those with you as well. So that's it from me today, guys. I hope you enjoy it. Have a wonderful time with your families. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a like, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel for weekly running content, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Until then.